Yo, people, and welcome to For a Different Lens podcast. I'm your co-host, Joe.
I'm dead.
And I'm Jacob.
Yeah.
I love the energy, bro. I love it. I love it.
Don't seem too down, man. The inevitable was gonna happen. You knew what was, you knew what was being teed up.
Yeah, for real.
Anyway, what are you lot saying?
All okay, man. All
Yeah,
okay.
man, we're good, man. We're good, man.
Good.
We're good.
I'm ready to cut. I'm joking. Get me? What was your man's weekend saying and all that jazz?
Just busy weekend, man. Busy weekend. Hit a significant milestone with the missus, so had to go celebrate.
Congratulations.
Had to go celebrate. Yeah, thank you very
Back
much.
from the camera.
Sorry,
He
guys.
looks like a gamer now, probably.
Listen, I've been making some adjustments. You get me? Making some adjustments.
Look like a proper gamer fan with that chair.
Yeah.
Get me?
Yeah, man.
But yeah, congrats to you guys on another milestone. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And right in time for Valentine's.
Yep.
It's done, mate.
Man's Valentine's happened
It's
early.
done.
It's done.
It's done, man. It's happened. It's come and gone.
No, I hear it still. I hear it.
Man can't be doing 5 celebrations in a week, fam.
Yeah, I feel you on that one.
It's enough.
Yeah. It's
Back
true.
in the day, did you ever think, why is the anniversary basically clashing or a week before Valentine's or anything like that?
Now, do you know what? It's perfect because you don't need to do anything on Valentine's.
Yeah,
We just use the anniversary as the excuse for Valentine's, and that is it. That is
You don't
it.
run into Valentine's traffic.
Nope. No
Yeah,
Valentine's reservations.
Yeah.
No Valentine's. You sometimes you get that good Valentine's promotions on things, but other than that, you're good, man.
I don't think you do get good promotions, you know. I feel like they do it like the shops do. They price it to the price they wanted to, and they tell you it's meant to be $469, and then it becomes $250, but it really was $250 the whole year, but you didn't look at it, so you're thinking it's a good deal. I feel like that's what they all do anyway.
Yeah, so really, we gotta get Valentine's Day stuff in October.
Yeah.
Just wait till November and wait for Black Friday then.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Fair.
That's in October, you know. It's a crazy time.
You might as well
Everything's low, isn't it?
you might as
Everything's
well
priced low.
getting your next summer clothes in winter and just
Yeah, pretty much.
waiting.
Pretty much.
The thing is,
Waiting.
that's where you find the specials, you know, that's when people ask you, where'd you get that from? And you start telling them last year.
Yeah, and it's true. Last year.
Because you can't get that once, you know, in shops like Zara and certain places, once stuff is gone, it's gone.
Yeah,
Never
I
seen
hear
it
it.
again.
Whereas if you're someone that cares about seasonal wear, you'll be like, oh yeah, that's last season's, all that jazz.
Bro. Anyone that keeps up with seasonal wear of clothing is crazy because you have
we don't do them things, man.
to dress that frequently and for that period of time, you have to be a mad person. You also have to be stinking rich as well because you have to buy clothes every, a new season of clothes every couple of months.
Do you know what? Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily the stinking rich aspect. I'm just thinking like retail days, and like when seasonal, obviously it wasn't that much, but when seasonal clothes were coming out, etc., I kind of got it. Like not saying purchase, but I kind of got as to why people would get it. Like would wait till June, July for this to come out, for instance, and then January for the winter, all that jazz. And I was like,
Are you talking about in terms of buying backwards?
no, buying at the moment.
Oh. I get. To be fair, look,
The
I
buying
understand.
backwards thing was following up from Dead Valentine or buying in October and then all that jazz.
Yeah, man.
But
You buy the dip.
The thing is, I understand the seasonal wear. I'm just like, I can't follow it because it's what season are we in right now? We're still in winter.
yeah, this is winter still.
It's
We're still in winter. We're gonna get to spring and all that sort of stuff, and I'm still gonna be wearing black.
Because
So-
technically, if I'm not mistaken, this is the final winter month, and then March is the start of spring.
They lie. That's
Oh,
maybe in other countries that have real seasons. In England,
No,
we're
like in
just
terms of, you see how every quarter in a year, I believe winter is December to Feb, spring is March to May, summer is June to August, and autumn is meant to be September to November. I might be capping, but I remember that was. I
it
think
was
I
in school
remember seeing
days.
that years ago. Maybe when I was a kid.
I
Oh,
think they need to revisit that.
I
For
just
the
know
Well,
global
one.
warming.
they just need to skip or not skip, but just say spring is 1 month, winter's 5 months,
Yeah,
or
summer's
something
two
like
and a
that.
half.
I,
6
I, I,
weeks.
I bet it was like that when we were younger, though. But global warming, innit? You get me?
Yeah, finished us off. The only reason I know when the seasons are happening is because I see stuff falling off the trees, the leaves fall off the trees. I see conkers. That's how I know what season we're in. Like, and then I see stuff growing on the tree, so I'm like, okay, cool, I know what season we're in. That's how I judge the seasons. It's not because I'm looking thinking. In my brain, it's cold all year, apart from about 3 months out the year. So
But the thing, yeah, this last couple of summers when it's been hot, we're having the hottest days of the years in like consecutive years. It's just the feng shui is mad. It's mad.
but
I remember a couple of years ago, I'm all putting my vest and flannels in the freezer and taking it out. And then, boy,
You done that?
yeah, bro. When I was working from home in the extreme heat, I was like, nah. It felt better going into the office just because of the AC in the building.
yeah, English houses ain't built for
Wow.
the heat, though. You know that.
Yeah,
Like these Victorian homes and things, that how they used to build stuff is built for insulation and keeping the heat in, which
Yeah,
is a
only.
big problem when it comes to summertime because you're there dying in your house.
bro.
You
Nah,
don't last for long enough anyway.
Yeah, but Dej, when you're dying in your house, you're thinking, bro, I'm never gonna complain about the winter again. The winter comes, you're complaining about the
You're
winter.
complaining again.
no, trust. Dej, if you're working from home, you'll feel it. The last couple of years is when I felt, there can be a summer. There can be hot period. But
Soon,
like
Dej-
Jacob said, the insulation in the houses, bro, if you're in your house most of the day during the 9 to 5 aspect,
Finito.
No, but bro,
You would die in your place. No joke. Do you know
no window will save you.
do you know how hot it would get in Deges? The insulation in that place, yeah, that building's hot anyway. Trust me.
Dej, I'm sure you said for months you lot don't turn on the heating when it's hot.
yeah, we won't, when it's hot, we won't turn it on for like 3-4 months.
So the proof's in the
It
pudding.
got to the point where we had to service the boiler, yeah, because it wasn't on. So none of the heaters were working when we turned it on for winter.
Wow.
I had to bleed all of them, and they had to service this boiler.
See, so if you were to stay in your house when it was hot, you'd understand the pain.
Yeah, but boy, you see where I work here, even in train stations, bro, like it's mad hot.
Yeah, I guess so.
It gets to like 40 degrees because it's like a greenhouse effect.
Mm.
And I'd be there
my
10
house
tones
is-
down, bro. Not a sweat on my forehead, fam.
Nah, me, any ounce of heat, I sweat quick.
Yeah.
And it's
I'm
mad.
not
When
like
I was
that,
younger, I don't think I used to sweat that quick. And I don't even know. Maybe, don't know if it was early 20s or something like that. But the flip the script was real. Like,
Did you go away for a long period of time by any chance?
nope.
Okay, because you know what I found? I found that I didn't used to sweat a lot. I went away for like to international duty, and I'd be away for months at a time in hot places, sweating. So when I come back here, I would just be instantly sweating. It didn't make sense, but that's just how things would work, and I'd be thinking, what's going on?
Sometimes it's hydration as well, isn't it?
I guess so. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
If you're not really hydrated, you ain't really gonna sweat like that.
I just think it's my body, bruv. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
getting old, bro.
Happens, man. You grow. Your body changes.
And literally,
Trust me.
the body really changed, bruv. You get me?
Yeah, man. Yeah. I had my first match there the weekend, first match there the season.
Yeah, man. Tell us how
Finally.
it went, man.
Club match, we should say.
Yeah. My first match there was actually in September, but yeah, first club match there the season this weekend.
This is I Did you see how this guy gets the secret stuff from Zara, yeah, and just finesses his way through. Man has finessed his season. This is proof in the pudding, bro. He said club thing when I'm ready, but I'll go international. Yeah, there. There.
Man started now, you know.
I went at Grenada Independence the other day. Was it last week sometime?
Yeah, it was last week Friday.
Yeah, I think I see a few people.
Oh,
on
so
my timeline.
Yeah. 51st Independence Day.
Nice.
Yeah, but
So,
yeah, top finesse. It's the other phone, bro.
That was good. But yeah, first match there of the season was all right. To be fair, we lost 4-0, but hey.
I get minutes, bruv.
It was good. It was just good to be back, you know. The wake up on the Saturday, you know. I'm saying first match. I had a match I played like 3 weeks ago on a Tuesday night. What am I talking about? But this was my first official one.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just back to that waking up on the Saturday. I was nearly even late to the game because, you know, I planned to get there for 1 o'clock. No, we're in for 1:25, but I planned to get there for like 1 o'clock. And I was driving down the motorway. I was driving and I was like, I need petrol. And I was listening to Larry June and 2 Chainz's new album, and it just put me in a vibe. So I was just vibing to it. And I drove straight past the petrol station, and I had nothing in my tank. And then I looked, I went, turned off the music, started searching on my phone while I'm like past, like just getting off the M23 onto the M25, looking for
So you waited all the way until you were on the motorway to think of the petrol.
No, do you know why? Because I was going to go to the last petrol station before the motorway. That was my plan. But then I was vibing so much, I drove straight past it. And as I'm on the motorway, I looked down and went, oh no. And I wasn't going to make it 3 more miles, let alone the 39 miles I had to drive. I had to divert to Reigate.
You live around the corner from a petrol station, bro.
Bro.
I had to divert to Reigate.
He has no excuse.
So many petrol stations.
With that car, he lives life on the edge. Oh my God.
Yeah, he does.
I got there 10 minutes. I still got there 1:15 though. You know, I had to do some jambaz through the motorway. You know,
forget the timing. It's the fact that I know your finger was probably ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, it was. I said to myself the day before, yeah, I'm gonna get petrol in the morning. Yeah, but you know how the morning goes. You say, oh yeah, you know, I'll get it on the way. And then when I left, I was like, yeah, I've got time. And if I stopped at that petrol station, I was still getting it at 1. But it's the fact that I forgot it and my petrol tank was on basically empty. And I literally said, if I drive on this motorway for another couple of miles, I'm done. First match of the season, imagine being late, boy.
Fines.
Yeah, I'd have just been there stressed out.
Do you know what their fines are? Like their fine listed yet? Or
No, I don't even want to know what the fine list is.
I hear it.
I don't want to get acclimated with that. But you know one thing that does happen, that does change around, like, you know, once Christmas due's done, yeah, no one really cares anymore about fines. Because all your fine money goes towards the Christmas party, the Christmas due. After that, at the end of the season, everyone's out of there. You get what I mean? So no one really gives a dash.
That one, the kitty will go straight to the club, boy.
Yeah, that's why no one's paying the fines at that point.
Yeah. They're like, nah. We need
Makes
to enjoy
sense.
That. We need to enjoy that internally rather than the club.
Exactly. And see, people book holidays for the day after the season finished. So you know, the season finished, boom, people gone. See you later.
Yeah, there's no end of season party, is there?
Nah, nothing like that. Unless you get promoted, and it ain't looking like that for us.
I mean, right now there's nothing to celebrate anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah, not yet. Well, yeah, not yet.
No, just for the rest. The season's done. There's nothing to celebrate. Nothing in no sports.
Yeah,
Sounding a bit, you know. Do you even go into why you're sounding like this?
Do what you want.
Jacob, what are you saying?
Let's get to it because the Chiefs got their asses handed to them. You
Not
know when they
only
say,
handed, yeah, it got wrapped up and presented.
you know when they say ass whooping, that is what you call an ass whooping.
BTA.
You
Belt
see,
to ass.
you know what's even more funny? That shit there has been coming all season. Yeah,
Bro, like,
it's
it's been there.
it's been coming all season, and they waited to the final game to prove to us what we always knew.
They've been riding their luck.
Hold on, what was coming all season?
That loss there,
That kind of performance.
that
bro.
kind of performance has been showing up all season. You guys have been papering over cracks all year long, yeah?
No, that kind of performance hasn't been shown. You could say a loss.
No.
It's been
That kind of
freaky all
performance has
season,
been,
bro.
that's been coming all season. You guys should have had that loss a long time ago.
At what point?
What do you mean at what point?
At some
No,
point.
you could say that doesn't make sense. You could say they could have had losses, more losses, not that kind of loss.
No, that kind of loss. The Chiefs the Chiefs obviously haven't faced the defensive line like that, yeah, and people haven't done what the Eagles have been able to do to everyone to them. But that type of loss has been showing up. Like in terms of what we saw, everything that was showing up in terms of the things you were getting away with all came into one whole piece and just proved the proof was in the pudding at that point.
Yeah, I think everything just accumulated into this kind of performance.
Everything did.
I disagree with that. The whole everything shown aspect, because what the Eagles done, most teams hadn't really done that. Most teams have got pressure to Mahomes, but the way the Eagles done it was completely different. They done it the bog standard way with 4 men that were just dominating absolutely monsters. Like, whereas when Mahomes has got sacked, it's been like on real pressure coming from blitzes, everything like that throughout the season and stuff like that. So don't get me wrong, he's got sacked. Like there was a period he was getting sacked there. But like in terms of this was just complete utter domination at the line that the Chiefs haven't experienced as much. The line's not been great. I've said it all season, but that domination wise, I don't think that or the scoreline, the belt to arse aspect was pending. Maybe the loss, because Eagles fans were confident beforehand that they were going to win. So fair play to them. But I wouldn't say in terms of the way they went out. Maybe the way they went out, it just all caught up with them in terms of the last couple of years altogether. I'm not using that as an excuse, but that's my only reasoning as to the battering that they took. Like, not even reasoning. That's my only thing, that potential. But either way, they should have still shown up. So.
I just say with what I saw this season, in terms of winning the close games, yeah. Once I saw them go down big, I said, "There's no hope." I said, "There's no hope." I actually at halftime, I was thinking to myself, I can actually probably go to sleep now because I don't see the Chiefs doing anything. The Eagles don't look like they're not letting up. One thing I've never seen, which I saw on the weekend, was when people are putting backups in the Super Bowl game. I haven't seen that before. That's one thing I've never seen.
I don't think I have either.
I've never seen backups.
It probably, obviously, I didn't watch that Super Bowl, but it probably happened that, was it Seahawks Broncos Super Bowl that was 43-8?
I remember that game, but I feel like Russell Wilson was in the game the whole time.
He could have probably come out, but
no, I understand.
On Peyton's first snap, it was a safety on the very first snap of the game. Like, I remember seeing a replay of that the other day, but obviously I've not watched that game, But
that's the first time. There were a lot of firsts I saw. I saw a lot of things for the first time. Backups in the game. Never seen Mahomes play like that personally. Because some of the I was like, some of the mistakes he's making didn't seem correct to me. Do you get what I mean? Bad O-line or not. Like some of the mistakes. The second interception, cool. That's because you got a left guard playing left tackle, and he can't help that one, but you still shouldn't throw it. The first one, I feel like, bro, what's going on there?
I think out of all his turnovers, the first one's the only one I'm like, bruh. It's like, what the hell happened, innit? The other two, by the time that strip sack happened, The game was done, and
Oh no,
then
that one don't matter, man. That one's 34. The game was what 34-0.
yeah, the game was done then, and that should have even been a flag because he got hit in the face. But the game was done, so it doesn't matter. But like that, the pick six, because even when we were down 10, I mean, the Chiefs have come down from 10 for fun in all their I say for fun, but in all the Super Bowls that they've won, they've been down 10. So when we were down 10, I wasn't 100% panicked, but I was like, this is not looking good. Then when this flipping pick six happened, I just sunk in the sofa. I was like, right, this is mad still. Like, all the momentum was with Philly in it. So,
Because it was the
credit to
pick
them, innit?
six, and then straight after that was it the other interception.
It might have been, you know.
Yeah, because I remember you guys being, or did Jalen Hurts for the interception and then Patrick Mahomes for the interception?
No, because on their interception, I remember it was 3 and out for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
For us, I should say. It was 3
Well,
and
you
out.
guys only got a first down, the first play, like the first series of the first
It was
quarter.
yeah, in the first series. But I remember their interception. I don't think Mahomes' interception was straight after. I think it was a 3 and out. I remember saying there was no form of cashing in or whatever, like to myself anyway. So, yeah, it was a real demolition job. It was a real demolition job.
What do you think about Mahomes' performance overall, though? I'm not putting it all on him because obviously I know we do. Everyone does put on the quarterbacks. I'm not putting on the quarterbacks because I understand how the game works. What do you think of the Chiefs' performances? Mahomes, Andy Reid, Steve Spagnuolo. Like, what do you feel of as a Chiefs fan? What do you think actually all went wrong in terms of the performance from everyone?
I just, I think there's a few things. I think it showed that you can't, because you can. But I feel like because he hasn't been great this season, but in the fourth quarters, he's been clutch. He's been good. And even the way they won last year's Super Bowl, not the Super Bowl itself, but the way they went through last season and then winning the Super Bowl. In fact, I think I tweeted it. Since Tyreek left, obviously, the team's dynamic changed. The first season, Mahomes still put up, 5,000 yards, whatever. But it wasn't big plays, innit? Like, compared to other teams. So even then, you look at his numbers and you'll think, how the hell did you put up 5,000 yards? And then because they won that way, then last season they weren't that good throughout the regular season.
Yeah.
But then postseason, I said once they reach if they beat the Bills, which that postseason, that's when I was confident in it. And because they'll know how to, and I think they've got so used to him, and maybe this is not me bailing him out or anything, but I think they've got so used to him just being able to get them through. Because the whole talk throughout, like all the analysts and pundits that we listened to, etc., throughout the week before, was that the Eagles roster is overly talented. The only difference is quarterback, where the Chiefs have the advantage. And I looked at it and I was like, I hear what they're saying, but then at the same time, I think maybe not the bias, but I was like, they can't just keep winning. Like, you can ride your coattail in the NFL for a few weeks. You can't really ride your coattail throughout the whole season. Because we saw it when the Eagles last year started, 10-0 or whatever, or 10-1.
And
then it dipped. And then the Steelers, when they started 10-0 a couple years ago, and then they dipped. And I think they met the Chiefs in the playoffs and stuff like that. Whereas, like, the Chiefs, they just continued it throughout the season, and their offense started to pick up towards the end of the season. Like, the more Worthy got involved, etc., all that jazz. And then you just think, I always said they deserve grace or benefit of the doubt in any conversation because the proof's in the pudding. They're back-to-back champions. Like, that's not a fluke. Do you know what I mean? You play that much games, you kind of know what just needs to be done. But then the NFL is like, out of, I'd say, the major sports, momentum is real. Like, momentum is real. And even the only thing I thought at halftime, I was like, this could either go two ways. The battering continues, or because Brady's on commentary, or two, because he's on commentary, they'll do a Falcon style comeback that the Patriots did. But it was either two ways. Like, you either beat the devil or the devil overseas you get your ass whooped. And that was it. But Mahomes known as the Grim Reaper. But it was peak though. The Eagles, they like the difference between, because the similarity showed in this Super Bowl and the Bucs Super Bowl. Like, even though his numbers weren't great in the Bucs Super Bowl, he actually played well because of the drop catches and all that stuff.
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
still making plays. This one, you saw he was rattled, and he made the decision early to get out the pocket as soon as receiving the ball.
Yeah,
Because,
that's what I was kind of confused at. I was like, bro, why you? I understand they're hitting you, but don't keep rolling to the right because they understand what you're now doing.
I understood why he did it, but I think he done it too much because, like, the Eagles, their D-line read everything perfectly. So even in, like, the D tackles in the middle, like, you'd think there's space, because I think there was one or two times he tried to run through the middle, and before you know it,
They were closing
you're
in on
getting
him.
tackled. So he
Yeah.
done the escaping thing a bit too much, and it's like the edges, the tackles, the defensive tackles, they just read every single thing. And like he said it years ago, he needs to work on his footwork, innit? That's where I always, like, you always give Brady the edge. In the pocket, to stay in the pocket, his footwork is second
Crazy.
to none, bro. Like,
Crazy.
or just reading it. And I remember I think I was listening to Brady speak on that on Colin Cowherd last week. He was just talking about quarterbacks in general, and he was talking about, like, his annoyance with them and stuff like that. It's just like, ugh. So yeah, no, it was a devastating loss. I can't lie. I think it was more devastating because of, it was also, if they won, it was basically you're immortal. You're the only team that's done something no one else has ever done. Blah blah blah. So
Yeah.
if it happened, say, at an earlier round, or like, people wouldn't care as much. But because it's a Super Bowl, so yeah.
No, it's true.
Got a question for you then. You think Kelsey's gonna retire?
I thought he would have if they won. I think there's still an opportunity he would. But I was looking at, like, the Chiefs players that their contracts are done. And then I was looking at how much Kelsey's earning. And it's only now he's got his biggest contract.
He's
And
staying.
he's still got another year of it, I believe. So I was like, is he gonna give up that money? Because arguably Kelsey's been very kind to the team in terms of not asking to be the highest paid throughout his career, or, like, constant, if that makes sense. But now he's actually got that highest paid money. He might actually want to run, like, not give up. I think, is it 19 million next year or so? Like,
Yeah,
bro,
but when your missus is Taylor Swift, you can retire.
you can. Don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, you still want your own piece.
That's true, but also I know he makes a lot off the field as well.
Yeah.
But I read something that the Chiefs will be 20 million over the cap with his contract. So they're talking about, if he does stay, it's a case of them having to restructure and him having to take a pay cut. And I'm thinking he's not taking a pay cut on his highest paid contract. You get what I mean?
Yeah, but is that if they re-sign others?
I think it was just with it as it was.
Because the Chiefs have done well in terms of restructuring contracts since Mahomes has come in anyway. They've done it a few times for Kelsey and Mahomes himself as well. So,
You
which
know
helped
what?
the team.
I don't know if I see him playing next year, but I feel like it's going to be, like, really, 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 really in moments. I know he played in moments this year, but I'm talking about, like, really in moments. I feel like you'll try and find the next Travis Kelce for Patrick Mahomes next year to see who's the number one guy going forwards. And he'll play in them spots like Gronkowski was doing at Tampa Bay. Do you get what I mean? When he came over with Brady. I feel like it's going to be that sort of year for him next year if he does come back. It won't be a year where we're expecting anything. No, it won't be an 1,000-yard receiving season. It won't be. It would just be like, okay, cool. You might get your 5 to 7 targets a game, maybe, but we're looking for the next one of you kind of next year to kind of move forward with the franchise instead of sticking to where we have been.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. Because did I say it to you a couple of weeks ago? When the Ravens lost, or so, and I might have said to you, Jacob, we
Yeah,
were
you want
together.
likely.
Yeah, I was looking at Likely's contract.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe the Chiefs, if he was going to be a free agent this season, but then I then saw it's next season, that the Chiefs should have looked into that. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if Andrews is still there, etc. Likely might want his money, think if Kelsey retires, etc. But that was
Because Likely
just
would
me.
work perfectly in that role. That
Yeah.
role that Travis Kelce, if you were to replace Travis Kelce for Likely, you're then flying again because he's feels like he's a real big body receiver more than a tight end.
Yeah, he's basically a receiver, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be interesting because I think it's a massive offseason, like where Brett Veach has to go in his bag and do like Howie Roseman. Shout out Howie Roseman as well, because the way he rebuilt that Eagles team already that quickly is crazy. So because the Chiefs, they've got a lot of free agents. I think Trey Smith, who they should probably keep, one of the guards, Justin Reed, safety, Nick Bolton, he's captain on defense. It's just like they've got some big decisions to make, innit? And then it's just then there's obviously a lot of other players, but it's now it's just not further validated, but riding coattails a bit too much. Like, you need to get talent across the board, like everyone else. And I was going to say this. I feel like other teams over the last couple of years, only this year exceptional, but over the last couple of years, other teams have made that mistake of, as long as we've got a good quarterback, for instance, we can have a average to good running game. Whereas, like, this year has been the year of the running backs bringing it back. And obviously Saquon had a quiet Super Bowl, but he basically led the Eagles throughout the season. We saw what Derrick Henry done, Josh Jacobs, Cook, other running backs, Kyron Williams and all that stuff.
Henry.
Robinson.
Teams need to be more balanced again. And the Chiefs, their run game's just been average because they've won the Super. Do you know what I mean? You don't. Sometimes you don't fix what doesn't need. You don't fix what's not broken, etc. But obviously, the NFL and top sports in general is just always evolving. Where it's like, let's have a very good run game as well, or let's try and have a very good run game. Like, and that you could probably say that's partly why they didn't run enough, even though they were down in the game. So it's like, I think Kareem Hunt had 3 runs the whole game.
You had 11 carries the whole game, the team, as a team. And Mahomes
Hunt's
had
like,
4 of them.
He's had a good postseason, but it's just been good. But it's been enough because you know your quarterback's going to do the rest, like, bro.
And
like, we don't get breakout runs. We've not had a breakout touchdown all season.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think we've had. I think Hunt's probably had one 20-yard run this season, if that. We don't get 20-yard runs like that.
Yeah,
Mahomes is the one that does it.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. But it doesn't. It kind of suits. Do you know what? As you said, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So you're not gonna change anything that's not working. But DeAndre Hopkins also retired today.
Has he?
Yeah, I read something earlier that said he's planning to retire after 11 years in the NFL. So that's what it did say.
Wow.
So
I've not seen that. So
yeah, I don't know if he wants to go back into the Lions den and go and play for one of them mad teams like the Tennessee Titans again. So
listen, you can come to the Bills, man.
Would you take him there?
It's possible.
As what though?
It's
What do you
possible,
use him as? Like a
Do
Shakir
you know
kind
what?
of role?
I would need to see what, because I hardly saw him this season, innit? I need to see what it looks like, because I feel like our receiving core, it just needs to grow up a bit. Maybe I won't take him actually.
I feel like he just doesn't. He works in some offenses, but not in others.
So
And in the
apparently, the rumors have been there, but he supposedly tweeted, "I'm not done yet" today.
So he okay.
Apparently, he's tweeted that. I can't check my phone at the moment to see. But
I'll try and give it a look. Yeah, that was the news I saw earlier today. So
Did he do well for the Chiefs though?
yeah,
It was just,
I feel like he
was
was
just
here and there.
yeah. There was some games he was like, oh yeah, we'll make the biggish catch or end zone target. But yeah, but I think going back to the Super Bowl, Philly,
yeah,
Philly,
yeah.
they deserve their flowers. Like I've always liked them, but their fan base can be annoying. To be fair, I do like their fan base. I always say it. They're just annoying sometimes. But Philly deserve their flowers, man. Like from top to bottom, it was a complete utter domination, like demolition job. One of the, given who they faced, one of like the biggest demolition jobs in Super Bowl history. Because
Yep. Jalen Hurts.
you, huh?
Jalen Hurts, Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah.
Would you
yeah.
say he's
To be
elite
fair,
now?
I, on that, not to take it away from him, I do feel it could have been anyone from the defense, from that D line. You know, like how Von Miller won it against Cam.
Yeah. But that's because Peyton Manning actually didn't do anything to win that game for them.
I guess
When
so.
you-
Yeah. I guess that part.
Like Jalen Hurts was a massive part of actually winning the game. Is when you think about the Chiefs' defense looking to stop the run, which they actually did very well. It's now in Jalen Hurts' hands. Every
Yeah,
third and long, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. To be fair, he basically got enough first downs from third downs, and he ran really well. So I'm not taking away from him, but I just feel like the defense was the highlight of that game because he even said it,
100%.
like the turnovers gave them a lot of short field.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's what you do with a short field because we've seen many people get short field in this NFL, and
Trust me, do nothing.
they're working
Yeah.
backwards.
like game plan wise, bar his turnover, everything went perfect for the Eagles on like every single play, offense, defense. It was nuts, man. Like, and their defense is young. You got Jalen Carter, obviously their monster in the middle. Sweat was incredible. Like
Yep.
he should have. People were saying to me he should have been MVP, Super Bowl MVP. And then obviously birthday boy Cooper DeJean, that pick six boy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I was looking at like their Pro Football Focus numbers, and I think their defense were like the top 4 in their top 6 players in terms of like their ratings and stuff like that. Obviously, that's a bit weird. Hertz was in it, but it was like 3 or 4 defenders first, and it's just like, bruv, that D line was that is one of the most monstrous jobs I've seen a D line do, and they just kept it 4 of them. I don't, again, not excusing Mahomes. I don't think any quarterback would have been able to deal with that.
No, not on that day.
I mean,
No,
if
They were
your
all
O-line
locked in, man.
if your O-line isn't giving you a chance, then
Nah.
yeah.
Unless you're going to turn into a running back for that day because you're just going to have to run. That's what it was going to be. Because you had no time to throw, so it's a case of look, as soon as I drop back, I'm turning, rolling out, and sprinting. That's what it was. So
Yeah, it was nuts. So it's back to the Chiefs. It's massive offseason for them. It's sorting out their line. I was thinking cornerback wise, they probably need a big body, like Snead wise, because McDuffie, he's better as slot corner. Obviously Watson is probably meant to be Snead's replacement, but Watson only just came back from injury. Was it the Bills game?
yeah, not too long ago.
So I think you need like McDuffie against a big body receiver against AJ. AJ Brown just kept on arguably killing. Obviously, AJ Brown can do that to anyone, innit? But it's just like you saw it in last year's game. Snead took on every single one. McDuffie did at certain points, even though Snead didn't get all pro and he did. But Snead's first touchdown, I think he gave all season. Last year was in the postseason.
Yeah, it was against the Ravens. Safe Flowers.
Yes, yeah. So it's just, was it the Ravens game?
Yeah, Ravens game. First one he gave up in the AFC Championship game. Zay Flowers was the first one he gave up the whole season and didn't give up
For
another
some reason, I was thinking Tyreek Hill in the Dolphins game. You might be
one.
right.
Did they even score?
Yeah, they scored a touchdown.
When?
Tyreek Hill scored a touchdown in the first half.
I don't even remember that game was. When I see the Dolphins in cold weather, I'm like, yeah, bro, just forget about it.
But yeah, I think on that, Chiefs need to sort that out. They need to get a very good pass rusher. I was thinking, see if they can go for Myles Garrett, because I've said this throughout the whole season. The Chiefs don't get enough takeaways. I've been banging that. Like, their defense is, there's only so much you can do if you're not getting takeaways, and they were bottom of the pack takeaways throughout the whole season. And I was like, bro, this shit. I don't know if you don't remember me saying that. I was like, this shit catches up to you if you don't get takeaways, bro. Like, you can keep man on the field, but you're gonna wear out.
The extra possessions are key, and if you don't get them, and other people aren't. If other people are turning you over, but aren't stopping you so much, but they're turning you over, like the Bills, for instance. The Bills won games off of a lot of they get turnovers, they create extra possessions for Josh Allen.
Yeah.
And if Josh Allen doesn't turn over the ball the other way,
we're good.
You guys are good to go.
It's true, but well, yeah. Shout out Philly, innit? Super Bowl champs.
Yeah, man, big them up, them up.
So would you guys call Jalen Hurts elite, or for this win?
I think we got to put him in the discussion now. I'd say we put him in the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL.
Yeah,
move him into that. I don't know if that's still elite. But
I think I said pre-game to an Eagles fan, I was like, if they win it, and that 5th spot is his, like, and I won't argue. But then obviously the way he won it, how well he played, people are even saying, oh, he's better than Joe Burrow, for instance, and all that stuff. Like,
he's a better winner than Joe Burrow.
Yeah, they need to slow down.
But there's a lot of those in the NFL, so
yeah.
Like I don't class him as a better player.
I've got a question for you guys. There's one I probably want to say. No, that is it. Do you think? Oh no, that's it. What's you guys' take on? Obviously, it kind of crosses the NBA, and you'll get my drift. But what's you guys' take on reaching the final or the Super Bowl, for instance, and losing compared to getting knocked out in the earlier rounds or not even making the postseason in terms of like the legacy aspects? Because it seems like early in the week, Mahomes is getting killed. Obviously, they got killed in the Super Bowl, literally. But Mahomes is getting killed for getting battered in the Super Bowl when he's made the Final Four in every single season. And I was like, I think I might have just said, like, should he have lost in the earlier rounds or something? Do you know what I mean? Like, it was times, I think it was more so when the Brady talk was coming up. And I was like, Brady got blown out in divisional games or other playoff games. Obviously, he never had a Super Bowl performance like that, innit? But he's been blown out. And those aren't the games remembered, innit? But what's you guys' thoughts on that kind of stuff? And it kind of links to, you probably get my drift, LeBron making NBA finals year after year after year. Obviously, you're losing most, blah, blah, blah. But you're making it, whereas a lot of men aren't.
Go on, Deji.
Well, for me, yeah, it still means something to your legacy, and it's still something positive. Even though you got to the final summit and you lost, it's still good for your legacy. Because at the end of the day, not everyone can get there. And it's not like it happens 2 or 3 times a year. It's once a year.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're the type of guy that has all the quality, but you don't even make it into the playoffs every year, I mean, people will be questioning your legacy anyway. People will even say you should be at those kind of teams where they make in the finals every year. Or maybe that person just isn't as good as they let on to be. So, for Mahomes, yeah, I wouldn't even let anyone try tarnish his name because he didn't win, even though he gets to the Final Four every year. Come on, man, like, you know how hard that is? And every year, something's different. It's not the same. And if you think about it, yeah, with these teams, yeah, and even in basketball, once you have like a standout winner every time, all the other teams will just be built to beat you. As much as you think, oh, they're built to be a good team as well. No, they're built in sole purpose to beat you lot. It don't matter if it's a regular season or if it's a post, like, they're just built to beat you lot. And when everyone's built like that, it just becomes harder to win every year.
Yep.
Especially when you're in a sport where you have trades and lottery picks get dished out, but sometimes the lottery picks are already gone. It just depends on how the team is built as well. Nothing is really built authentically.
I agree. I'm on the take of I'd rather get to the final and lose than not get to the final at all.
Trust me.
Because I work all season to get to the big game. So I want to have a chance to play in the big game. If I lose earlier, I don't even have the opportunity to play in the big game. I don't know what it feels like. I've not seen it. I've not felt it.
You're
I
just
might
on holiday.
lose when I get there, but you can't tarnish my name because I've got somewhere. Obviously, at the end of the day, we're only going to care about who won the game. Yes, understood. But for my own personal sake, I know I can get there. You get what I mean? Like, if I missed, what you think I would rather miss the playoffs, sit and watch at home, than go to the big game that everyone's watching? No way in hell. I can be there, and for the Mahomes thing, he's been there how many times? He's only lost twice. Do you get what I mean? But
he's been there, 5 times?
5 times, won 3 times. But you have to be in the game to win the game. Like, I'd rather be in the game than not be in the game. It's like when you go to and say about LeBron in the finals. LeBron went to 10 NBA, he's been to 10 NBA finals. Yeah. He's won 4. He's won 4. He's lost 6. He's been to 10. How many people can say they've been to the NBA finals? Some people never make the playoffs. Some people never, ever see the NBA. So,
Bro, Joel Embiid's been in the league, is it 10 years now or nearly? He hasn't even reached a conference finals. Not shooting shot, but do you know what I mean?
But that's the thing. He's never reached NBA finals. James Harden, never seen NBA finals. People
Harden with the Thunder.
Oh, yeah, but it's true. Paul George.
Embiid hasn't reached conference finals, let alone NBA finals.
This is the thing. Paul George, never seen NBA finals. Do you get what I mean? Yeah, there's a lot of sensational players that never reach the game or the finals of the series. And you're going to say to them, oh, what would you rather do? Lose when you lose now, or actually make it to the finals and lose there to be on that big stage? You want to be on a big stage.
That argument is only for people that don't play the game, bro.
Sorry to cut you off. I'll let you go back. It's like, you see LeBron, was it his final Cleveland year? That postseason, obviously the Warriors end up sweeping them when he scored 51 that first game that they could have won. That postseason before the finals is probably the best postseason run I've seen, because that Cavs team was flipping trash.
It was him by himself with J.R. Smith and them boys.
Bro, and the Pacers are taking them 7. Like, all these games, and man just hitting game winners, putting up 40 points, 6-7 game series. Didn't it go to, obviously the Celtics were young then, but it went to game 7. Like, bro, like, that was one of the maddest postseason runs I've ever seen, man.
Mm-hmm. Even game 1 in the finals.
Yeah.
If J.R. Smith don't run the wrong way, then we might be having a different discussion.
It would be different, man.
No, it would have been a gentleman's sweep probably, but
still.
Yeah. we like to think that would have changed the whole trajectory of it.
LeBron had 51, 8 and 8 that game.
Yeah. But JR ran the wrong way down the court, which is still confusing to me right now. And I don't know. I want him on the pod one day just to ask him, bro, what was going through your brain?
to this day, man. To this day.
But yeah, no, you can't want to be the man if you don't want to get to the end game. And I know it's seen as a thing where, you're going to lose. If you lose, you lose. Yeah, you're right. If you lose, you lose. But I'd rather lose in the World Cup final. I'd rather lose in the FA Cup final, because guess what?
Let me get there 5 times.
That's the thing. I can imagine as a football player, I played in the World Cup final 5 times.
What?
I've only won 3.
That's calm.
Who's going to say anything to you?
You use Champions League because that's every year. But no, I get your drift.
But do you get what I mean? Like Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi, and that sort of stuff. I've played in the Champions League final 5-6 times. Yeah. what do you want to say? Oh, I lost in the semi-final 5 times.
I
I
didn't
make
even make
Champions
it out of the
League
group
this year.
stage.
Bro, man, come on. Like people that think that way have a loser's type of mentality, bro. You
Yeah,
may
man,
as
they
well have
don't,
just
don't
lost
play
early.
sport.
You don't understand what you're playing for if that's the case. Because also getting into the game, it gives you more exposure for yourself. There's so many more opportunities that open up from getting to the game. Like, this is what I'm trying to say. You are the only people on the television. You can earn money from that. There's so many more opportunities that open up from just playing in those games that people don't understand. Further than, let's just lose and be like Joe Burrow this year and not make the playoffs. Your legacy takes a hit if you don't make the playoffs, but if you make the Super Bowl, it doesn't take a hit.
It's bad. I just always, obviously, I'm both pro LeBron, both pro Mahomes. And I'm like, bro, why are you getting time? Obviously, in terms of them two, because LeBron, Michael Jordan, Mahomes, Tom Brady.
Yeah.
But it's like, bro, these men weren't getting to the finals. Obviously, their records are better, but they weren't getting to they weren't playing as much games like the other man. Like,
And teams weren't in the same place as those other guys too.
No chance.
We already saw Michael Jordan has come out that they were inflating some of his stats, but that's a conversation for another day.
Wait, what?
Oh, you haven't seen that?
A man said they were inflating his stats. I ain't never heard of that one before. I ain't seen that.
I'm gonna send it to you after this.
A man said inflating stats.
Bro,
You're
they
gonna
were
kill
adding
me
stills
today.
in that. I said, nah, this is nuts.
You're gonna kill me today.
Don't worry, I'll bring it for you, man. But it's what it is, man. Like, Chiefs, they got to take this L. Like, and Mahomes is basically, he said it in his post, it's on him. Obviously, that's what someone in his position does. I don't think he's ever really reacted crazy negatively in terms of a loss. You could just say arguably that Bills regular season game when he was pissed at the refs. But other than that, in his presses, he's never done the blah 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 this thing. He just says I weren't good enough and all that jazz. So
yeah, he accepts it, he owns it, he understands, and you know, as the quarterback,
he knows
is the
who
main
he's
guy.
chasing effectively, isn't it? So
Yeah, he's not playing with anyone in this. He's not playing against anyone that's playing right now. He's not chasing anyone that's playing. He's in his own realm.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? So
yeah, it's mad.
on last thing in the NFL, Josh Allen obviously won the MVP. What's everyone's thoughts? Because the media and all the players seem like they don't like it.
Well, I mean, some of the media love it because some of them proved. Some of them that we watch and listen to, they split their votes for all pro.
Oh yeah. Them man are interesting.
And then MVP, and I'm like, and I think that's
Interesting
only the third time that's happened, if I'm not mistaken. I'm like, bro, come on. Like, we all thought it was a banker, so whoever put money on Josh Allen, I big up you. You probably won P's once they released all pros, innit? And I think, like we said, there was a point in the season we thought Josh Allen took the lead, but Lamar brought it back, and Lamar's just his overall season, like as good as Josh Allen, as great as Josh Allen was, Lamar was better.
Yeah.
Even when people say Josh Allen's best season, it's still not better than what Lamar put out, bruv. Derrick Henry, all that jazz. Derrick Henry run those yards because of Lamar Jackson. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. So, I mean, I feel Lamar got, I won't say robbed. I think robbed is too much because I do get it as to why Josh Allen won it. And,
Robbed is way too much.
you know, with American sports, well, I'm not arguing with anyone if they say Rob. You know, with American sports, they like the whole narrative, the story. They like to act like the postseason doesn't affect the following season, but it does.
Yeah.
I think Chris Broussard even said the way the NBA works, like, as if sometimes voter fatigue. So he said he understood why Josh Allen won it, but he didn't agree with it, innit? Like, and you know, the NFL, they've been caping for Josh Allen to win something, bruv. Hey, man was Madden cover before he was even an All-Pro, bruv. So,
Has he ever got a first team All-Pro?
not first.
This is just madness.
It ain't easy to get first team All Pro in that conference, though.
No, what do you mean? First team All-Pro is in the NFL.
Oh, what? Still? But it could have went to either of them, like. And this is me as a Bills fan, like. It could have just went to either one. Even when Josh Allen got the thing, I was like, oh right, you won it, but
he's got 2 second team All Pros.
Oh, okay.
Could have gone to either one. They could have even done a joint one, and I would have been mad at that.
I feel like they voted like that because they started to change how they voted on the award for all of time. They've gone, it's the most valuable player, not the best player in the league. I was thinking, bro, we ain't been voting on the most valuable. We be voting on best player in the league the whole time. Let's just carry on what we're doing. You got Acho saying, Acho with the breakdown. I'm telling, bro, we don't need to hear this silly Oxford breakdown you're giving us, bro. We've been understanding how they vote on the award forever.
Man,
just carry on
how
how it's
tell
done.
us that he's chopping joy, fam. That's it.
Bro, he tried to legitimize. He said, I spoke to the AP.
Get out of there.
I spoke to how they want the criteria and all that. I was like, broski, whatever.
Man started saying, I emailed them.
Cares,
I said,
man.
bro. But my thing is that you can't keep saying, one man's the most valuable player to their team, but the other person was the best player in the league this season. I'm sitting there going, what? So who is the most valuable player to the league? Because that's the award.
Do you know, on that year, sorry to bring up Patrick Mahomes again, if that was the case and they're doing it from the winning aspects of valuability, he would have finished third. And I think he finished fifth I think he finished sixth, actually. Mm-hmm. So if you're using the Josh, not to say finishing third means anything, because it doesn't. But if you're using the Josh Allen mantra, which Acho, he's the only one I'll probably give credit to, he stuck by. He said he chose Mahomes third because of his reasoning for Josh Allen. Whereas like others, like, bro.
But in Acho saying that, if you go off most valuable player, is Patrick Mahomes not the most valuable player then? Because if the Chiefs don't have Patrick Mahomes on their team this year, how many games do they win?
You can say that about a lot of teams, though.
No, but they go 15-1 with him playing.
No, Jacob's got a point because everyone said how the Chiefs have been lucky all season. So if you put any quarterback on the Chiefs team with the way the teams played overall, they are not going to be 15-1. Obviously 15-2, the final game didn't matter. But you're not going to win 15 games.
That's the thing. So who's the most valuable player then? Because if you're going with that mantra, then Patrick Mahomes is the most valuable player in the NFL. You take Patrick Mahomes of that team, no wins. The wins, well, not no wins, but the wins that we're seeing aren't happening. We saw Carson Wentz and them boys the last game of the season, what Denver did to them. Let's be real. Yeah, we saw what happened. So let's be honest. If you're going to vote that way, but vote the right way. Patrick Mahomes should have been MVP.
Yeah, you can say the same thing about Josh Allen, though.
Why?
You take him out of that squad, how many games do they win?
More than the Chiefs. I saw what Carson Wentz did against the Broncos. God, I'm just giving you what I saw.
I hear it.
At least the Chiefs got a run. At least the Bills got a run game.
Yeah, we didn't know we had one until we tried it, mate.
Oh, you had Cook last year and he was showing back.
Nasty men.
But you know what? Big up Josh Allen, man. He's an incredible player. So
man.
Yeah,
quickly to the NBA. Luka made his debut last night, and Anthony Davis also did Anthony Davis stuff.
He's giving us the AD experience in Dallas.
Yeah. Boy, I actually feel sorry for him, man.
I feel like the AD experience has begun.
Yeah, well, day one
it will be good, but
because I don't think he's the last 2 years had an injury this serious for the Lakers, because I think they've ruled him out for minimum a month.
Yeah, but I feel like I think he was injured going there, wasn't he? He wasn't playing for the Lakers.
Yeah, but like it was only like a week or so like that. They knew that he'd be back, so I think he came back at the right time. It wasn't anything rushed, I don't believe.
Yeah. Now his groin's gone, and then they lost another center as well. Yeah, Dallas are going through it right now. You know.
Yeah. Gafford got injured, didn't he?
Yeah.
And Lively's already injured.
They went from having the 3 big men they were talking about to none of them.
Yeah. This season's arguably a write-off for the Mavs. No.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
AD's minutes they looked real good.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame though, because we wanted to see more, but we're just gonna have to wait.
I mean,
And Luka to the Lakers. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about his first game?
I think it was just rust.
Standard first game you have in someone of his caliber.
I think, is it his first game since Christmas Day?
Yes, it is. Yeah. Because we're talking to Tash about it. Yeah, first game since Christmas Day.
So it's just more so rust and perfect opponent to come to because the Jazz aren't doing nothing.
Yeah.
And LeBron came back. He's already been he's playing at a crazy high level. Austin Reeves is playing at such a good level. He put up a career high without LeBron the other night, 45, I think. And the team, it's weird. Whilst AD was injured, they started to cope without him. Not to say it was a long-term thing, because obviously you only look at short-term in that aspect, but because they definitely need a proper center that can just defend and rebound, but it's too late now. Because the West, like, deep it, sometimes over the years they've tried to downplay centers, but when you think of the West this year, it's like obviously Jokic is number one. Şengün, the Rockets are doing such a good job. They've got decent enough length. The Grizz, you've got Jaren Jackson and then Edey there as well. Flipping, obviously, Oklahoma when Chet comes back. But you've got Hartenstein as well. So, like, a lot of these teams, bar Jokic, they got two man. Obviously, Jokic is like two man himself. So, like, the Lakers they're just light there. Jackson Hayes, we're not going to rely on him for defense in it. So, it's just, they're going to have to do an offensive madness. I think there'll be times LeBron's probably going to play the 5 in certain games and they'll probably test it. But, yeah. I'm
hearing you might look for someone like JaVale McGee or Dwight Howard to come in, do you know?
Yeah.
Someone.
Dwight Howard he wants to come back anyway, so that would be easy.
Yeah. Well, my man was playing in Taiwan, bruv. I don't know, man. Shout out to Taiwan.
Look, the Lakers need someone that's good for 6 fouls a game, yeah? That's all you need. Just someone that can be there.
Trust me.
If you need him to take people's fouls, he's the one. You know, when they put their finger up, even if they didn't foul him, that's what they need him for.
I hear it, but I'm just scared. When you come up against Jokic, anyone that you're getting off the street, I think he'd say you're taking the piss. I think the level Jokic is at now, he'll genuinely say you're taking the piss.
But who do you bring? There's no one that can stop him anyway.
There's
so
no one like that.
You need someone.
No, I'm saying now the trade deadlines. Obviously, they brought in Mark Williams, but he failed his medical.
Yeah.
So the trade didn't work. And that's where people thought, all right, the Lakers might actually do something a little bit. And it's like, Mark Williams is crazy talented, but he's not healthy. He's rarely ever healthy. And then you're failing medicals. People rarely fail medicals in the NBA, bruv.
Yeah, it's difficult. Even people, when they usually fail them, the people even just say, it's fine, we'll get you fit. They said no. They said
so
no.
The Lakers said, nah.
Just trust me, this don't look right.
He must be really, really jacked up.
So, like, offense-wise, the Lakers got scorers, bro.
Yeah.
You don't even need anymore. You got Luka and LeBron, so, like, LeBron can actually play off the ball quite a bit, but, like, Austin Reeves is balling. Finney Smith's coming. He's done well. Rui's Rui. Get me? Like, bruh. Dalton connects back because he didn't go, but he could score. Lakers going to put a 140, bruv. Just don't concede 141. So,
yeah, man.
But the NBA is interesting, man. Obviously, now NFL season's done. But the trade news, that trade week just stole Super Bowl week anyway. So
yeah, it really did.
Get me? What are you saying? You lot saying song of the week?
Yep.
Yeah, man. We can do that.
Who wants to go first?
I can go first, to be fair, since I've been back in my car like a maniac. Been back driving around. I have a few, but I'm gonna go "All I Do" by Stevie Wonder. That's been tipping my interest. But there's also another one, and it's by an artist called Alan Stone. I've mentioned it before in here, and it's called "Unaware." He's just he doesn't look like a singer. Like, he does not have the look of anything you'd think of when you hear his voice, but when you hear his voice, it's special. So yeah, I got Stevie Wonder, "All I Do," and Alan Stone, "Unaware."
Nice.
Nice.
You want to go next, Edge?
Yeah, I'll go next, man. My one is from the album of the year for Jacob, Mariah. So the artist WizKids, the song title, Slow. Yeah,
You're playing that one on the week. I know you're playing that one around anniversary.
listen.
Hey, Jacob, why do you think you brought the gamer chair out? Look
Yeah.
what he's been doing.
Well, you ain't seen this thing.
He's
I'm sure you
content.
lot seen it.
I know you was playing that one around
Yeah,
the weekend
man.
anniversary
WizKids,
time.
Slow, man. Yeah, man.
Nice. Nice. Mine is. It should probably be some Adele or something because I'm not really in the best of moods. But mine is Rema, new track. Is it a crime, baby? Is it a crime?
That's a good
Nice.
tune.
It is.
You know, I was scared for that track. You know,
Say that again.
I was scared for that track because the previews were so good. I didn't know if the full track was gonna be.
Yeah, a lot of people were saying, oh, they were scared how the second verse would be. Like, it has to turn up and all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. It's like, get me. So,
Do you know what's so funny about that track? Yeah, I was listening to it in the car, yeah, and someone tried to run up on me, you know. I don't know if you heard. I don't know if you heard this.
Oh, from my pops, he told me the other day actually. He said you were moving shook still.
No, I was thinking, what's this car flashing me like? Do I know this person behind me? 'Cause I don't know what's going on.
He had to say, "Yo, it's your aunt. Calm down, calm down." You get me? He told me the other day still. He said, Deji was all startled. I was like, "Get me."
If someone's flashing you, you're gonna be like, "Who's that?"
Yeah, that is true.
Then they pull up beside you. I'm thinking, who is that? But then I saw it was your dad. I was like, cool. It's my guy still.
Yeah. No, I heard that.
And that was the song that was playing as well.
Nice.
So you're saying we're wrapping it up now?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, get me.
Go on, Joe. Take us out with the outro, bro. There'll be better days. The sun will shine.
Thank you, everyone, for listening, tuning in. Really appreciate it.
The Chiefs have made it feel like this.
Well,
No,
Bro,
Jacob, take us out with the outro, bro.
it was a once in a lifetime opportunity, bro.
It could
we're
come
not gonna
around
see this
again. It could come around again, man.
When?
What do you mean when? And you have to win the next two, and then you got another one in the year after.
You got the right guy for it. We'll say that.
Bro, everything has to fall into play. NFL is so peak, obviously touch wood, but these men, someone gets in. Like Brady had the season where he was out for practically a season. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, But I told you, the drugs
also came back.
becoming stronger.
Boy, Mark Williams should have took them drugs.
Hey, he was with the Hornets. They didn't care. They didn't say, we're not giving you that supply.
No,
Bro, like,
that's what the NBA.
When you felt that, I was
like.
thinking nothing top shelf for him.
Nah,
What's
that's the
going
NBA
on?
stuff, man. NBA stuff ain't as strong.
Oh yeah, that's true. There's too many games.
Yeah, NFL it has to last for one day. The NBA stuff.
No, it's true. But yeah, again, everyone, thank you for listening, tuning in. Really appreciate it. All that jazz. Yeah.
Yes.
As Deji likes to say.
Listen, you tell your friend to tell a friend.
Yeah, and Jacob.
Like and subscribe. All Chiefs fans carry on liking and subscribing. All Eagles fans like and subscribe. Because guess what? Better days will come. Eagles. EAGLES. Eagles.
What
As
they
a
say?
Panthers fan,
Fly,
we have to
Eagles,
celebrate
fly.
every win. It's all right. All our teams lost, man. All our teams are in the same place this year.
Trust me, man. Losers.
Sorry, was there any need for that? we've never had an outro like that before. Like, I don't know what's going on now.
Oh, man.
But yeah, Joe signing out.
It's Deji signing out.
Jacob signing out.
Peace.
Thank you for listening.